Okay. Good morning, students. Let us continue our discussion. We are discussing the uh, types of DC generators, and in last classes, let us continue our discussion. We already discussed shunt generator, series generator, compound generators. Again, in compound generator, long shunt, short shunt, we also discussed. Now, in compound generators, there is another classification. The compound generators are classified into differentially compound and cumulatively compound generator. The compound generator is constructed in such a way that the shunt field winding is stronger than the series field winding. Based on this, the DC compound generator can further classified into two types: a differential compound generator and a cumulatively compound generator. If the flux produced by the series field winding opposes the shunt field flux, thereby weakening the total flux, then it is called a differential compound generator. If the series field flux aids the shunt field flux, thereby strengthening the field flux, then it is called a cumulatively compound generator. Let us discuss the applications of different generators. First, we discuss the applications of separately excited DC generators. This type of DC generators are generally more expansive than self-excited DC generators because of the requirement of separate excitation source. Because of that, their applications are restricted. They are generally used where the use of self-excited generators are unsatisfactory. Because of their ability of giving wide range of voltage output, they are generally used for testing purpose in the laboratories. Separately excited generators operate in a stable condition with any variation in field excitation. Because of their property, they are used as supply source of DC motors, whose speeds are to be controlled for various applications. Example, Watt-Leonard system of speed control. Let us discuss the applications of shunt generators. Shunt generators is very much restricted for its dropping voltage characteristics. They are used to supply power to the apparatus situated very close to its position. These type of DC generators generally give constant terminal voltage for small distance operation with the help of field regulators from no load to full load. They are used for general lighting. They are also used for charging battery because they can be made to give constant output voltage. They are used for giving the excitation to the alternators. They are also used for small power supply, such as portable portable generators. And then the applications of series wound DC generators. The series wound DC generators are restricted for the use of power supply because of their increasing terminal voltage characteristics. They increase in load from no load to full load. We can clearly see these characteristics from the characteristics curve. Characteristics curve of series wound generator. They give constant current in the dropping portion of the characteristics curve. For this property, they can be used as constant current source and employed for various applications. They are used for supplying field excitation, current in DC locomotives for regenerative braking. This type of generators are used as boosters to compensate the voltage drop in the feeders in various types of distribution systems, such as railway services. In series arc lighting, this type of generators are mainly used. Now, applications of compound wound DC generators. Among various types of DC generators, the compound DC generators are most widely used because of its compensating property. Depending upon number of series field turns, the cumulatively compound generators may be over compounded, flat compounded, and under compounded. We can get desired terminal voltage by compensating the drop due to armature reaction and ohmic drop in the line. Such generators have various applications. Cumulative compound generators are generally used for lighting, power supply purposes, and for heavy power services because of their constant voltage property. They are mainly made over compounded generators. Cumulative compound generators are also used for driving a motor for small distance operation, such as power supply for hotels, offices, homes, and lodges. The flat compound generators are generally used. The differential compound generators, because of their large demagnetization armature reaction, are used for arc welding, where the huge voltage drop and constant current is required. At present time, the applications of DC generator become very limited because of technical and economic reasons. Nowadays, the electric power is mainly generated in the form of alternating with the help of various power electronic devices. Now, advantages and disadvantages of DC generators. Let us continue our discussion of our advantages and disadvantages of DC generator. What are the advantages and disadvantages of DC generators? DC generators are devices which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy of direct current form. The generators at the power system scale, smaller machines may have advantages like simple windings, construction and control, but at the large scale, things are different. Advantages of DC generators. The advantages of DC generators are very few, like ease of parallel operation, simple design and construction, and lesser system stability issues unlike the alternators. Disadvantages. Inherently, both AC and DC generators work on the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. When the conductor cuts the magnetic field, an EMF is induced in it. Now, the voltage induced in the armature of the DC generator is AC, but that is converted to the DC form through the commutator. So basically, that converted voltage is supplied to the load through the brush and slip rings assembly. Now, as the DC generator has brushes and commutators, there is a sparking in this assembly, and also due to the friction between the brush and commutator, there is more requirements of maintenance. Hence, they are not robust and need the frequent maintenance, unlike the AC generators, which don't have any such parts, and the power is directly taken from the steady windings of the stator. Commutation phenomena limits the ratings of the generators from going above some megawatts. Since the current is very higher, arcing takes place and rapid changes in the commutator segments limits the speed of the machine. Also, the armature reaction increases, which requires use of the compensating windings and the needs the compensation for the self-inductance of the windings. Also, due to the sparking at the commutators, due to the current swinging, it produces the electromagnetic noise. The conclusion: disadvantage of the DC generators overweights its advantages at the large power ratings, which makes them lesser economic, reliable, and efficient use. Okay, thank you.